There once lived a boy named Arjun. He wasn't a bad kid by any stretch of the imagination. In fact, he possessed intelligence, curiosity, and even a certain talent. However, if there was one thing at which he truly excelled, it was the art of procrastination. Assignments could wait, chores could be done after just one more video. Fitness would undoubtedly start next Monday. And that mobile phone was practically an extension of his very being. He'd lose himself for hours, scrolling endlessly through Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, forwarded WhatsApp messages, and the latest random gossip. He was remarkably well informed about everything happening around the globe, yet utterly oblivious to the happenings in his own life. His father once remarked, "Son, you're turning into a warehouse of distractions." Arjun, however, just laughed it off. "I need a break, Dad. A little entertainment never hurt anyone. It's not like the world is ending tomorrow. Relax." The world may not have been ending, but Arjun's dreams were quietly slipping away, one at a time. Books remained unopened, plans were never initiated, and talents were left to languish because his phone seemed to demand his constant attention. One evening, Arjun's grandfather, a calm and wise old man known for delivering profound truths disguised as bedtime stories, sat beside him. He gazed at Arjun and said, "You know, you remind me of a minister." Arjun smirked, wondering what ridiculous comparison was coming. Had this minister fallen asleep during a crucial war meeting? The old man smiled knowingly. "No, something far worse. He squandered his own opportunity, just as you're doing. Once upon a time, there was a great king. He was deeply respected by his people, renowned for his wise decisions, and celebrated for his fair judgments. He had 3 ministers in whom he placed great trust. But lately something felt amiss. One of them was exhibiting laziness, dishonesty, even harmful tendencies. But which one? They all appeared the same on the outside. He presented each minister with a large, empty bag. "Tomorrow," he instructed, "you will venture into the forest. Seek out the finest fruits you can find and fill this bag. You've only one day." And so they went into the forest to begin the king's task. The first minister worked tirelessly from sunrise to sunset, meticulously searching for the best fruits. He climbed trees, explored bushes, and carefully examined each piece of fruit. By nightfall, his bag was brimming with fresh, colorful, and nutritious fruits. The second minister, clever but inherently lazy, chuckled to himself and said, "The king won't inspect every single fruit. He'll merely see that the bag is full. It's all that matters." So he carelessly gathered whatever he could find, rotten, unripe, and fallen fruits. They smelled terrible, but hey, the bag was full. The third minister, oh, he was truly something else. He glanced at the empty bag, then at the trees, and finally up at the sun. "No way," he thought. "This is a joke. Why waste my energy?" So he gathered dry leaves, stones, and some sand and quickly stuffed the bag. It looked full, felt heavy, and took him all of 5 minutes. "Mission accomplished," he declared. That night, they all returned to the palace. But the king didn't inspect their bags, not even once. Instead, he simply ordered, "Place each minister in a separate jail cell for 30 days. They will receive no food from the outside. For an entire month, they will survive solely on what they have collected." Arjun leaned forward, captivated. The old man's voice grew slower, more deliberate. The first minister lived comfortably. Each day, he savored a variety of fresh fruits. His hard work had paid off handsomely. The second minister struggled immensely. Most of his fruits were rotten and inedible. He forced himself to eat them, fell ill, and spent the entire month in regret. And the third minister? He starved. Because leaves and stones can indeed fill a bag, but they cannot fill a stomach. "Arjun," the grandfather continued, "right now, you are filling your own bag. Every scroll, every lazy excuse, every delayed action, it's either a fruit or a stone. Life may not test you today, but one day you will find yourself locked in the jail of your own choices, and you will have to survive on what you have packed." Arjun didn't laugh this time. He looked at his phone and slowly placed it face down. His mind was no longer racing. It was remembering all the times he had said later and realizing that later is never truly loyal. This story carries a profound truth that we all need to hear. When we avoid responsibility or cut corners, we may not suffer immediately, but one day we will inevitably have to live with the consequences. You've probably heard people say, if only I had worked harder back then, I would be in a better place now. In those moments, they chose laziness. Those who chose hard work, however, moved forward. So, don't cheat your own work, but you're not fooling anyone else. Remember that every effort you make today shapes your future. Keep working. Keep building the life you deserve.